Hello, Cancer. My dear Cancerians, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Cancer, I came up with a new reading. It was kind of inspired actually by your neighbors, Leo. Well, a couple. There was one comment in particular I loved it. I can't remember who it was. So the reading that we're going to do is what the hell is your deal, man? But it's going to be you. So typically this was more like what the hell is their deal, man? And so I originally was going to do that. They got that card, Leo, last week. And the comment was, oh God, Cindy, I wanted it to be me. I'm such a hot mess. I wanted you to tell me. So I've changed it. So I've changed it a little bit. So what we're going to look at is who you really are. What is the mask that you hide behind? Why do you hide your true self? How this affects your relationships? Advice for you, and then the outcome if you follow the advice. And I'm sorry, if you see me looking down like I have, of course, I always make my little cue cards. So I always follow them to keep me on track for the reading. And there is going to be an extended too. So I did develop a new extended for this reading because I really like this. As any new reading, I always test it out on myself. And it's like, wow, these answers are so intriguing and interesting. So in the extended, we're going to ask how to improve your relationships. What would your deeper self tell you about the mask that you wear? And how to release your true potential. So we'll look at that in extended. If you are drawn to that, the link is at the top of the description of this video. So Cancer, let's get started. Wow. This is going to be an interesting one. Because Cancer, I want to say out of all the signs, I think Cancer hides themselves better than anybody else. Even better than Scorpio. I think Scorpio can see people's hidden aspects, but I think you guys are like really stealthy at heart. So sorry if I'm giving you away, but let's look into this. All right, Cancer, what the hell is your deal, man? It could be a good deal though, right? People just might not get you. That's why I kind of phrase it like that. Like, I want to get you, man. What the hell is your deal? I'm an Aries Gemini, so that's how it would come out of my mouth. What the hell is your deal, man? I just don't get you. All right, Cancer, who you really are. The mask you're hiding behind. Why you hide your true self. How this affects your relationships. Advice for you. Outcome if you follow the advice. Who you really are, Cancer. You are the star, baby. You're awesome. You are awesome. You're cosmic. You're a source of healing energy. That's pretty special. So again, as I opened up this reading and I was talking about you in this reading, if anyone is going to hide themselves, it's going to be Cancer. And why? Because there's probably something pretty valuable there to protect. So the mask that you're hiding behind. Ooh, the Two of Cups. How? This is really interesting. I told you this reading is so interesting. So the mask that you're hiding behind. I think you are more cohesive with other people than you may let on. I think Cancer, with this card, because you hide behind that. No, you're protecting people. You want people to feel like they can have like a connection with you. Even if you're like, no, you really can't. I don't know about you. Because this is the mask. That you are the Two of Cups. Ooh. Why you hide your true self? So why are you really hiding the star and putting on the image of the Two of Cups in front of it? You don't want to be poked at too, I feel like. It's easier to go with the flow. Why you hide your true self? The Four of Cups. Because you feel like that there's been opportunities that you've missed or that people have missed with you and you're not, perhaps you feel like you're not truly seen or not all things have been truly and positively seen in the past. It's a little bit like putting on a happy face. Everything is okay. It's all good. So how this affects your relationships? The Ten of Wands. It can make it heavy, baby. It can make it heavy. It can make it difficult to navigate through it. It can make it feel like a burden sometimes. Okay, so what is the advice for you? The Sun of Pentacles, this is like the Knight of Pentacles. So going slowly, formulating a plan, kind of sticking to it, adjusting it in a minor way as you, well, maybe even minor adjustments as you move forward and meet different obstacles and little curves in the road. It's practical. It's taking a practical stance here for yourself. Outcome if you follow this advice. The Seven of Wands. I like this Seven of Wands to me is sort of the starting of the parting of the defense system, because this is opening up and there's a new beginning showing through. So it's almost like the Seven of Wands can be defensive. It could be defending something. But this, I really feel like it's opening up the defenses, opening up the self-protective mechanism that's been activated here. The Eight of Wands is at the bottom. I love it because the Eight of Swords is reversed underneath it. It kind of feels like this reading is about how to help you get moving, how to help you move beyond anything that feels like an obstacle, either in your mind or in reality around you, or how you perceive that reality. Now, you know I love my clarifiers. I'm going to go in and I got to clarify this. You are the star, baby. I'm having my stinging nettle teak and my allergies are a little bothersome the last couple days. Something I learned too. So I'm not great with medications. I don't know. I can't really take much. I just find they affect me so strongly. But sometimes my allergies get really, really bad. And there was one, I think it's a Pharma Plus brand or something, of allergy medication that I can take. And it's supposed to be non-drowsy, but honest to God, there is no such thing as a non-drowsy. As soon as I sit down, I'll fall asleep on the allergy medication. Or if I start to read a book, I'll fall asleep. So I went in my cupboard and I didn't realize my allergy medication expired in 2018. But you know, think about, when did the pandemic start? 2019? What year are we in now? I don't even know anymore like what year we're in. Anyways, it works great. It doesn't make me dozy. So I should go buy some new ones now and keep them in the cupboard to expire. I'm tired. So I don't know if anyone else has that problem. That might be a way to resolve that for yourself. So, who you really are, the star. You are the star, Cancer. You got the freaking star for the star. Look at you. You are the star. You are the dream. You are the wish. You are healing energy. That was a weird, I can't, why would that come into my head? I can't repeat that on here. Sorry, that was weird. It was almost like ghetto talk that came through. Like, you are the star. So anyways, there's a really weird energy about today. And I don't know if it's yours because I didn't, again, like everything was fine. I go for my walk with Lily. We went for a nice walk this morning. I came up, I was excited about the concept of this new reading, and I sat down and I just feel like spicy and peppy with Cancer's energy. So anyway, well, you are the star, you are the mother, the nurturer, you are the home, the comfort. Interesting, because Cancer, the house that you represent, really does have a lot to do with family and home and nurturing. So you are this. You are the star. You are what the glue that keeps it together, honey. Baby. All right. But the mask you're hiding behind is the Two of Cups. That's so curious. This Two of Cups is the mask that you're hiding behind. You're very playful. Oh, and you're feisty. You are. Look at this. We have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups. We have the Five of Wands and the Three of Cups. Again, I feel like this is kind of a sort of putting on the mask. Yeah, everything is okay. It's all good. I'll support you. It's fine. Because, you know, you're trying to be, you're trying to reciprocate for people on a really even plane here. But you know what? There's a part of you deep down inside that just wants to run outside and have fun. See who you can run into. Open up your heart and fight for what you want and what you dream of and what you hope to come in. Like, this is spicy side of you, but you're kind of showing up as being like, well, yeah, it's this loving, nurturing Compromising. That's the best way to describe wearing a Two of Cups mask. You're compromising. You will compromise. But deep down inside, I'm getting, if you ever seen that movie with Shirley Valentine, funny, I haven't seen that. She looked that up. I haven't seen that in a long time. She was kind of like, this reminds me of that. She was like, she really kept the glue together in her home, but nobody really cared. Husband didn't notice her. The kid didn't care. And she was like, I'm really fed up with this shit. I'm going to Greece. She's like, I'm going to Greece. And she was gonna, what did she say? I'm gonna have sex for breakfast, sex for lunch, sex for tea, sex for supper, whatever the British terms are for those. I'm out of here. That's a little bit like what this is. Like, look at this. This is like base chakra, heart chakra open. I'm ready to go after what I want. I know my ships are out there. Traveling to what you want, expecting things to come to you. Hoping. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so why you hide your true self? The Four of Cups. Oh my God, this is totally like a Shirley Valentine energy. Like, nobody notices. Nobody notices how much what I do, Cindy. They don't, you know, everything that I put in, you know, it's, you know, they taken for granted, maybe a bit of that energy. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. Why you're hiding yourself? Yeah, you know. Oh, the Magician and the Judgment. You are manifesting. You are sneaky. You're Cancer. You are sneaky. You're manifesting a new beginning. You're manifesting a wake-up call. I hear that too. You are manifesting a wake-up call. Because that's what that was when she left. She's like, I'm out of here. I'm going to Greece. I'm going to find me a hot young man. For that, depending whichever way you swing, a hot young woman, whatever that is for you. That is really funny. This is such a spicy reading, Cancer. But that's usually for Pisces. The Ten of Wands is how this affects your relationship. Your relationships have become heavy because you're compromising too much. You need to get your, no, I shouldn't. People get all, it's just, you get the vaccine and go to Greece, man. Do it. The Ten of Wands. How this affects your relationships. Oh my God. You know what? You got to carry everything. And 1 minute when you think it's good, then they give you something else to deal with. You got the Two of Pentacles and Temperance. It's sort of like caught up in all the practical things in life and just always being told to be patient. Always be told to be patient. Good things come to those that wait. I really like this reading. I think it's just like right in your face. Advice for you, the Son of Pentacles. Make a damn plan and stick with it. The Son of Pentacles. The advice for you, Cancer. Make a plan and stick with it, baby. You got the Page of Pentacles. Oh, find a real Two of Cups. Look at, you got the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Cups for your plan, your advice. Make a plan. Stick with it. Don't let anyone divert you from your plan. Learn as you go along the way here. Incorporate a new aspect of yourself. Kind of that young adventure. But it's practical. It's not crazy. It is the Page of Pentacles. So, you know, it's kind of being studious and being responsible. But have a plan. So advice outcome if you follow the advice. Now that I've got this whole thing down, I kind of feel like this is defending your position for what you really want in life. And then here's your new beginning. Here's your new beginning. Whoever, whatever that's with. And it could also be, if you are in a committed connection right now, it could be changing things up in a way so that you really is the Two of Cups. It's not a compromise. It's not compromising all the time to make someone think, yeah, this is a really ideal relationship for both of us. Right? I'm so sassy today. Outcome if you follow the advice. The Seven of Wands. Oh, maybe you are going to Greece. The Nine of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Oh, independence, sovereignty, potential wealth here. At least enough to get you to Greece and back. I can say Greece because I've looked at my schematics and like hardly anybody in Greece watches me. I have people like all over the world. Greece has got the lowest ratings. And I think to myself, it's probably because they have better stuff to do. A fun place to be. So yeah, look at that. The outcome for you is really good. Like if you follow this advice, deep feelings and emotions, taking them, keeping them in tight too. You don't need to share this with everyone. You're looking fine, but you don't need to have everything on your sleeve here, particularly your emotions. The bottom, the Chariot, there you are. I'll go with you to Greece. Let's do it. You got, wow, look at that. Determination behind that Chariot. That's pretty impressive. You have the Chariot, the King of Swords, the Two of Swords, but then the Knight of Swords. It's almost like, yeah, because two, look at this. Oh, you're ready to bust out of the gates, baby. Look at this underline that we started with. Movement. Turn that frown upside down, right? Like this Eight of Swords, turn it upside down. The Chariot, the King of Swords, the Two of Swords. It's like you are determined, you know what direction you want to go into, but something causes you to wait. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something has to play out the right way. It has something to do with a holding pattern that you've already established in life that's become a bit of a habit. But don't worry about it because you're going to fly on out with the Knight of Swords. I love that. I don't know how you guys felt about it. I thought it was a really interesting reading. These are going to be so interesting to do. Gosh, I might want to do these all the time because I just really change this up with different decks. Now I'm totally talking to myself, but I don't know. It's COVID. That's the only person I have to talk to most of the time. So. Actually, I'm pretty much done. I'm going to go do the extended, but I haven't, if you're still here, if you're still sticking with me, this is sort of like one of those, the reading's done. This is just like Cindy chit chat. So I've been noticing when I walk around the neighborhood here where I am now, that people have been leaving out. So this is the process, my thinking process of months, as months have gone by, noticing this, that they've got, you know, like the planters that people will put out like in the winter and Christmas time, and they'll have like, you know, the birch pieces and the evergreen foliage, like the pine tree boughs and the Christmas ornament, all that stuff. So people have been leaving those out. I mean, not everybody, but a few. And I'm walking by and thinking, well, you know, it's April. Yeah, you know, give them time. And it's May, and now it's June. But this is a really curious thing. So I was walking by, and my process on this was thinking, well, you know what? I'm sure a lot of people are dealing with mental health. A lot of people have a lot more going on inside, like, you know, homeschooling and working from home, and just, you know, they really not focus on that stuff. They can't. They don't have time for it. They're not even noticing it maybe when they come in and out of the house. If they don't leave the house. Well, that's why. Maybe they're not leaving the house anymore. So they don't realize they've got Christmas ornaments outside in May. But, so then this is, okay, so that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking, yeah, you know what, everybody's got their own thing going on. And then part of me thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice to maybe put like a little anonymous note under their door and say, you know what, as hard as things are, you're doing great. Like, you know, give them a little pep talk. But I didn't do that. So anyways, but then this is the curious thing. So they started putting out their summer pots with flowers, but they still haven't removed the Christmas ones. Now I'm really wondering about that. So I'm thinking, why? Why would you go to the trouble to put the new ones out, but you wouldn't take the old ones out? I don't know if this is my OCD. This is like the Gemini part of me going, oh, this makes sense. It's not organized. It's not a plan. What are you doing? So they've left them out, and they're still out, and I don't understand. So now I'm thinking, like, now I'm really going beyond like my typical frame of thought here, and I'm thinking, well, is there something I'm missing? Is this sort of like, you know, tie like a yellow ribbon on an old oak tree? Like, you know, thinking about someone who's far off at war, or the blue ribbons, or is this something like that I haven't been aware of? Because there's like enough people doing it that it almost seems like it could be like a little something that I'm missing. So, I don't know. But then I thought, well, maybe they only want to focus on the new and they don't want to deal with the old shit. I don't know. No. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask when I do a video today and see if anyone else has noticed this in their neighborhood. Is this something? Is this sort of like, does this symbolize something? I don't know. Or why they're doing that. Do you think any of my ideas around that? Or I always think about these things. I always find it fascinating to try to figure out the human experience, like why. And it's not like just one. I mean, it's not the majority. I would say if I walk by 30 houses, then I'll see one like that. But that's enough to make me think this is odd. I've never noticed that before. I don't think there's any year that I've ever noticed that. I mean, I've noticed years. People. You can tell I'm spending too much time in the house by myself. It's like, why are they doing that? What's going on? Why are they doing that? I don't know. Anyways. Cancer. Put your thoughts in. Why do you think people are doing that? I feel like I should go around in the middle of the night and clean that up. But maybe they're saving it for next year. But you can't because the plants are all brown and dead. That's the thing too. Like I thought, well, maybe they just want to save some of that for next year. But you can't really save the plants. I mean, I did that. I had, you know, giant pine cones on sticks. So I took all those out and put them away so I could reuse them next year. And giant, like, Christmas balls or bulbs or whatever they're called. I don't know. I really don't know why people are doing that. Anyways, put your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much, Cancer. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.